We're here today to introduce to you AIDR, Artificial Intelligence for Disaster Response, which is a free, open source, and easy to use platform that works to automatically filter and classify situational awareness tweets that are relevant to situational awareness that are broadcast during humanitarian crises and mass emergencies. Humanitarian crisis computing or crisis mapping is a process that seeks to rapidly identify informative, actionable, and credible content that is broadcast via the popular microblogging service Twitter during mass emergencies. The problem that is faced by aid organizations, non-governmental organizations, and other interested people is that it's very difficult to identify that actionable information in the mass of tweets that are broadcast at any given time. So locating the useful information is akin to finding the proverbial needle in the haystack. So the motivation behind the development of AIDR is due to the lack of ability to manage the deluge of data that is created during large humanitarian crises. Currently, humanitarian organizations manually sift through mass quantities of data, which means they are not able to process more than a small volume of information at one time. Human filters cannot manage the masses of data that are produced in these situations. So it's up to us to also use artificial intelligence or machine computation to aid in this process. This is where the notion of advanced computing can really help. Advanced computing uses a combination of human and machine knowledge to manage big data and reduce what we call filter failure. This allows humanitarian organizations and other interested parties to process larger amounts of information in less time. So the way that AIDR works involves 3 steps. So the first step is to collect tweets that contain particular keywords, hashtags, particular language, any sort of important input that the user is interested in. He or she can enter it into AIDR, and the appropriate tweets will be collected. The second step is the crowdsourcing step, which is when humans go in and look at the set of collected tweets and tag them with appropriate labels. Once we have this set of tagged tweets, those are used by a machine for automatic classification. The machine uses these human tagged tweets to train itself so that it can then go and identify useful tweets on its own. So to break this down a little bit more clearly, the first step is to collect, as we said. So the collection of tweets is based on filters of geographical coordinates, keywords, and/or particular hashtags. Crowdsourced volunteers and workers are used to train the classifier. Humans tag tweets with relevant labels. These tagged tweets then provide training examples for automatic classification. And the final step is for the machine to automatically classify tweets based on these human tagged labels. So for example, here we see a rubric that shows, for example, there are 2 tweets in a particular collection that involve information about both food and damage and casualties. There's 1 tweet that mentions information about shelter, and so on. So now we're going to take you through a walkthrough of AIDR, and you can see it working in action. Thank you for your time and for learning about AIDR. And if you have any questions or comments or would like more information, please contact us here at the Qatar Computing Research Institute. Thank you.